Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the newest, most exciting episode of Friday Night Smackdown, the third ever in the TEW 2020 legacy. And we have the save, the big WWE save, still going. We're only 2 weeks away from Extreme Rules, and we have a lot of people out here. We have General Manager SmackDown Tyson Kidd, General Manager of the Women's Division Markiplier, that's still a thing, as well as the champion Zack Ryder's out there, and Tyson Kidd begins going, everybody, I know that things have been pretty wild these past few days. I know they have, but I think that it's time that we move past the craziness that has happened the past couple of years. The insanity. We move all past that, and we just go forward. And I propose a couple things. First off, today we're gonna get a hard reset with some of our things. Some of our champion contenders are gonna be decided for Extreme Rules, and we're gonna set aside some promises, but we're gonna handle that out accordingly. Me and my apparent assistant Markiplier here. Markiplier, he's just smiling. And then he says, "Well, what I think the most that we need to do is." I have made the express intent to Raw's general manager, Robert Downey Jr., that we meet somewhere and we just have a talk, a serious talk about how we can mediate the experience of WWE. We can bring normalcy back. We have this competition, but I don't want it to tear this company apart like Triple H almost did. I think that's fair. Everybody in the whole audience cheers, yeah, that's fair. And they're really excited for fairness. And that's about it. And that's when CM Punk's music hits. He's been drafted to SmackDown. So he goes, "Tyson Kidd, I like the effort, but there is one thing you forgot to mention, is that I am the number one contender. I am the only number one contender you need. I will easily beat poor old Zack there, and we'll have ourselves a great series, maybe one match, and then I can move on to actual competition." And Zack kind of squares up to him. That's when we get Rey Mysterio's music, and everyone literally goes, "This really, this motherfucker again." And before Rey even gets a talk, Sheamus comes out and he's like, "Whoa, bro, look, I'm the Irish." I was gonna say last kicker, but he's definitely not Becky Lynch. That's for fucking sure. He's Irish. Sheamus is indeed Irish, but one thing is that he deserves that shot more than anybody. It's just there, and Tyson Kidd starts doing his dance. He's getting his Teddy Long going, and he goes, "You know what? There's only one way we can settle this right now. A triple threat main event. Whoever wins is your number one contender. Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, and CM Punk, you're all in it. You're, I think, the best talent we have right now. One of you will get to go on and to see who gets to fight Zack Ryder for his World Heavyweight Championship." And the whole crowd cheers, yay, because that's a pretty exciting main event. And that's how we start the show. And in his 73, nothing to really write home about, Dolph Ziggler defeats Roderick Strong in 16-13 with the zigzag. Members of Suzuki Gun out tonight, was not able to beat Dolph as he puts in the zigzag, the former tag team champion. And that's when some music hits, and that's when The Miz comes in. The Miz comes out, awesome. And The Miz comes out and he goes, "I remember this dork and this other dork." Goes, "Oh, The Miz is finally here on SmackDown TV." And I know at first I was upset, and I still kind of am, but there's only one thing I need to do, and that is to make SmackDown the A show, the number one show. That's what we need to do. And as much as it pains me to say, Dolph, it starts with you. You were the tag team champions for a while. I'm going to have to beat you. I mean, not that the beating part, the match isn't going to be the hard part. It's just stomaching the fact that I have to have a feud with Dolph Ziggler. That's, he's vomiting. And Dolph goes, "Miz, bro, I know you're not talking all this shit after just getting your asshole slammed by Daniel fucking Bryan. I know that's not what we're doing right here. And Ted's like, yeah. And he goes, but you know what? Fine, Miz. That's what we want to have to do? Extreme Rules? We'll have ourselves a little match. It's not the first time I've wrestled you. It's not going to be the last, Miz. Let's just jump on right into it then. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm still working with if you saw the USPW episode, I'm still working with some just kind of like methods of recording here. So, I'm just kind of working it out, seeing how it is, I'm trying to not be too loud because I can't. So, if it sucks, it sucks. Whatever can you do? Like, this is the one that got the 90 fucking 9. So, Markiplier's out with Tyson Kidd, and they're with Coco Banana, and they're trying to distinguish a Intercontinental Champion. And Tyson Kidd's like, we need someone who's prestigious to go after the Intercontinental Championship. It's one of the most prestigious titles in the world. It needs to be treated as such. Markiplier goes, you know what? I understand that, but what if, and this is just my advice, what if you got someone who hasn't gotten a shot before? What about, and he's like full to this, Jinder Mahal. What if Jinder Mahal got a shot at the IC title? And Tyson Kidd's like, that sounds fucking awful. What the fuck would I do that? That sounds fucking terrible. And Markiplier's like, well, but think about it. You can make this place the land of opportunity. Doesn't that sound like a good buzzword? That sounds awesome. I think that's great sounding for you, Mr. Kidd. Tyson Kidd's like, if I give Jinder Mahal the shot, will you just stop trying to suck my dick? And Markiplier goes, yeah, I guess I will. So Tyson Kidd goes, fuck it. Jinder Mahal goes, and Coco Banana's like, I don't mind Jinder getting a title shot. That actually sounds pretty cool. And Batista literally kicks the door open, like the door flies off, hits like an intern in the face. Batista's like, why the fuck am I not in this #1 contenders match? And Tyson Kidd's like, because you suck. Like, you had multiple opportunities at this, like at WrestleMania, and you still failed. Like, you absolutely suck, brother. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to put you in the match if that's what you want. And Batista's just like stunned that someone told him he can't do something, and he just flies out of the room, like not crying, but just in anger. And that's how we cut to commercial. And I come back, we have a tag team match between two very good tag teams, the Saviors of Perfection, the Young Bucks. Also, who are drafting the Young Bucks, they pick up the win against Curtis Axel with a more bang for your buck. And more bang for your buck. Nothing really happens after that, except that Batista runs in, and he's just screaming fuck, and he just beats the shit out of the poor Young Bucks. Like, he just beats him up. It's sad to watch. It's like, man, Young Bucks do be getting beat up, though. But Batista takes his poor rage on the Young Bucks, unfortunately. Picked a wrong day to be living, and next to Dave Batista. Then we have a women's match. It's a women's match. Natalya faces Velvet, formerly known as Velvet Sky, who she beats with the sharpshooter. She does some cheating. Basic women's story match. They kind of have their own thing going on. And speaking of women, though, we have the actual Divas champion with her coven. They're all around together. And they've done just Alicia Fox, like, with my magic, you gonna die, bitch. And they're just, I had an idea for a promo, but it didn't work, so I was just laughing about that. Like, you best not get in the ring with, you ain't ready for the fucking coven, damn it. You gonna die. Like, they threatened to kill her. Like, that's basically the thing, they just threatened outright murder. So the women's division of Markiplier is not doing too hot, but I mean, just those words should not go together anyway, so it's kind of fitting. Then we have a semi-main event with Goldust and Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger kind of not getting his IC title, obviously mad, and Goldust, being Goldust, hasn't done a lot. But Jack Swagger picks up the win with the red, white, and blue Thunderbomb after Mark Henry runs and attacks Goldust. This is still a feud. Yeah, the circa 1999 feud that you would see is still happening. It's still going on. No one knows why. It just is. And then on our main event, which did fucking awful for some reason. I wonder fucking why. Sheamus picks up the win against Rey Mysterio. The match basically is CM Punk has in the bag. Rey Mysterio gets a Hurricane Rana, goes for the 619, and then Sheamus just bro kicks poor Rey Mysterio's head off. Like his mask probably flies off, hits him, get in the crowd, and he gets the win. I want to know why this match didn't do fucking good. Low heat. Low heat. And CM Punk has an awful gimmick for some reason. I don't even remember. I didn't remember that. But, whatever. It do be like this sometimes. Zack, Ryder, and Sheamus, then they go face-to-face with each other because, Zack comes out, he's got the title, he holds it up in the air, Sheamus, like an edit. It seems like this is Sheamus's, last hurrah to get the World Heavyweight title, a thing he's been trying to do for about a year now, throughout the whole save, so it seems it's either now or never. It's nerf or nothing for poor old Mr. Sheamus, and we'll have to see if he actually gets to SmackDown comes to an end. 87. Main event just kind of died because of the storyline. Well, there was a new storyline, so it do be like that sometimes. I might have to edit some stuff around because I didn't notice it before, but during the couple updates, some stats drastically changed, for the worse. They weren't where they were before. So I don't know. It's hard to explain. It just seemed like everyone just got a fucking some people got a hit for no reason. I didn't really edit the stats before. But now they're just kind of weird and wonky. But I don't know. It seems pretty good. I'm not talking about the matches. I'm talking about some promo stuff I noticed before. But like I said, it is what it is. Enough bitching. Good episode of SmackDown as always. We got the WWE save, my favorite save. I don't want to get sentimental again. I just want to say thanks for sticking around. I know it took a while for it to come back, but it's back, and I have a lot of ideas coming. I'm going to book a lot of stuff in advance. And I will see you guys next time.